Don't be surprised.
What up, though? Y'all know what it is. Thursday, 8 p.m.
It's already
NBA nightly show presented by DetroitFanReport. Steve, what is going on over there, Steve?
Tell us how you really feel.
You know how I feel. Fuck Jason Tatum.
If you really felt that way, you would burn that shit. So I don't want to hear it.
He's holding out hope that one day
You
he'll
wouldn't
sign.
have that. So hey,
It's all good. It's all
that
good.
sounds like some fuck you breed shit. That's what it sounds like.
All right, man.
Wow.
All right. All right.
Raptors. What?
Yeah, Raptors. All right, I know what it is. This is NBA nightly show presented by Detroit Fan Report. I'm your host with the most, a.k.a. Bandit. And I got my full panel in today. Starting with Rich, man. How you doing, Rich?
What up, though, man? We got the Thursday night show. We got the Michigan Iowa game on one TV. We got the Pistons and Spurs on the other. Let's rock.
Let's rock, let's. Oh, no. Bree, what up, though, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? New Breed 313 Sports, man. Had to rock the SGA, the MVP jersey. So, New Breed 313 Sports, holla at me.
Hey, y'all. Want to know a secret?
What's the secret?
Breed wants Tatum to go for 50 tonight. He's rooting for him.
He plays tomorrow.
When he plays.
Hey, Rich, you want to know a secret too? They don't play tonight. They play tomorrow.
So he's gonna get 50.
Today, tomorrow, 6, 7, whatever. Wait, you told me that you put $100 on him getting 50 plus tomorrow.
I agree. Yeah.
And you
Hey, also said,
that's a hell of a gamble right there.
And you also said James Harden was winning the title. That ain't happening yet. 6, 7.
Oh, shit. Nate, man, introduce yourself, man.
What's up, man? How y'all doing? Nate the Great. Lions, one ass cheek and 3 toes on YouTube for Lions news. And you can find me on here talking about my Knicks. They took a L yesterday, but they played hard. Proud of them. And they get a little break, and then they go back to work tomorrow. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother Marcus, how you doing down there?
I'm doing great. This is Stat Guru Marcus Roberts. You can find me on the Stat Junkies podcast on Facebook and YouTube. I'm never going to disclose to you guys my favorite NBA team, so I'm just here. I won't talk about them all.
Oh, you don't want to piss somebody off. Damn it.
Hey, who's your favorite team?
We don't disclose that. I ain't disclosed it in 3 years.
He's probably an OKC fan.
My own podcast don't even know my favorite team. All right.
Oh, he thinks this is.
So we're just gonna play the guessing game with you the whole time, huh? We're gonna have to figure clues. You're gonna drop little clues like a murder mystery shit.
Hey,
You got to keep it entertaining now.
Fucking Utah Jazz fan or some shit.
That's crazy. No.
Where are you from? Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Ohio, but I'll tell you this: I hate every Ohio team there is. I'm not a fan of a single Ohio team.
All right, so you're in that. I know where the range is, so I get some ideas. All right, cool. I'll figure it out.
All right, let's get to this first topic. And Bree, since you want to come over here and punch the jerseys and shit, let's talk about your man Tatum, bro.
It's not tonight. It's tomorrow.
I put tonight too. See, I fucked up. Tomorrow night.
Damn, y'all don't look at the bleacher at all, bro.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, Richard, the same page right here. So he's set to come back tomorrow night. Sorry about that.
hey, I
Bree,
want to shout
Hey.
out. Hey, I want to shout out Bree. He looked like the Black Mr. Clean tonight.
Damn.
We just come on home. Come on home. Come on home.
So Bree, we
Clean,
briefly
Mr.
talked about
Clean.
this on the last couple shows. Him, but should he come back? So now that it's set in stone that he's coming back tomorrow, man. Your thoughts, man, and what do you see him bringing to the table from this 10 months being off?
You know, I think honestly, I think it's a little too early for him to come back. That's just me. But if he feels like he wants to come back, and I know some of his teammates said that, you know, he's back to form, just give it a go. I don't think he should start though. I think he should come off the bench and do like, you know, maybe 15, 20 minutes just to see how he is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rush him into going to the starting lineup. But if he feels like that, then hey, let him do what he got to do. But I feel like it's a little too early. But maybe he can prove me wrong. He proved me wrong before, but maybe he'll do it again. But I think with him coming back, I think the Celtics realized that this might be the best chance to win another title with him, because next year you just never know. Because the East, you know, with Halliburton coming back next year and all these other teams and stuff, this might be their best chance to win another title. Maybe that's why he wants to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see. But I think he's rushing it a little bit. But again, hopefully he'll prove me wrong. Oh,
And sign your jersey.
I hope so. And fuck this.
Marcus, man,
Fuck you, Tatum.
I agree with what he was saying. Honestly, I don't think he should come back. But if they are going to have him come back, don't force him in. Don't try to just instantly make the offense all around him. Work him in, because Boston's clicking the second seed. Work him in, minute restrictions, however you want to call it. But I wouldn't just throw him straight into the starting lineup and ask him to go for 30. Change up the whole game plan that's been working well all year. That's just my opinion, though.
Rich.
So yeah, man, I think I agree with Bree, like what he said about, you know, Todd. Like, I don't think anybody, probably even the Celtics, thought they would be in the position they are.
Second set in the East.
So he probably didn't either. So, like, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm like, my shit's going good. Doctors say I'm good. Like, I'm only, like, that's like, you know how sometimes, you know, when they got the trade deadlines and their own players come back and they count it as an acquisition, a trade deadline. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's someone that was already in place, but shit, that was an acquisition that you did not expect. And they tried to keep it top secret, right? Nobody wanted to talk about it. He was, you know, at practices that way, but they didn't want to admit it. You know,
He was ramping up, like I said. Mm-hmm.
You said what?
I said he was ramping up, like I said in the last show. I said that he was ramping up already. Like, this was all for smoke.
I mean, like, so, and I don't think they'll start him first, you know, for the day out, but never know. I mean, he will be on you know, usually when guys are coming off injuries, especially injuries like this, you know, they do usually put them on, you know, minute restrictions until they build themselves up, right?
Right.
As Pistons fans, we've seen this. It was last year, right, with Asar when he had that come back from that blood clot.
Yep.
You know, so, but I mean, for them, this is like the perfect timing, right? Because, like, you got plenty of time before the playoffs to get him going, adjusted. By playoff time, I'd be willing to bet they expect him to be full go.
I see that. Nate.
Yeah, in the words of Rich, Tatum don't give a fuck about what people think. Like literally,
I don't give a fuck.
literally, Tatum could care less what the pundits say or what the doctors say. He wants to get out there and play. He wants to play with his brothers, and I'm totally fine with it. You know, Rich did say, you know, they've got like maybe 20 something games left, so that's perfect to ramp up for the playoffs, get him in basketball shape and all that. I do think he's gonna start. I don't think he will get minutes restrictions for sure, like kind of what they did with Wemby. But they brought Wemby off the bench. I don't know if they're. It'll be interesting to see what Missoula does. But the reason why he came back is because the Celtics are number 2 in the East, and with this tandem, they have the best chance to get to the finals. Let's just be real. I mean, Jaylen Brown is playing at an MVP level. Jason Tatum was all NBA last year. Like nobody on all our teams has that kind of credentials. And and they've built a pretty good solid team around them, and they play really good defense. They're scary.
Pritchard.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
like they
Nate,
they all fit.
Nate, to help what you're saying, I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just trying.
No, go ahead.
You're making sense, right? Because, yeah, I know you're laughing because I hate to agree with you, but.
Well, I mean, I'm just stating the facts, but go ahead.
Like,
yeah, go ahead.
No, you are. Jaylen Brown is playing all NBA play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pritchard has played well. They got Vukovic. Like Tatum really could come. He could be a third option, right?
Yeah, the ball's not gonna be constantly in hand right now because they know this is Jaylen Brown's team. I see what you're saying.
Help is on the way. Like Tatum is going to make Brown even better this season. It's no different than like what Oklahoma City's doing with J-Dub right now. You know, Oklahoma City can win without J-Dub right now, but they're going to get him ramped up for the playoffs because he's an all-NBA player too. You know, but this definitely I don't know if y'all checked the betting odds, but I'm pretty sure when this news came out, the Celtics jumped up of everybody, I'm sure now.
Oh, they did. They did.
Yeah, that's what I figured, you know, because and they should. Yep. They should.
I mean, so do y'all see the Celtics are now the favorite in the East right now?
I got some breaking news. Asar Thompson going to the locker room. It looks like a knee injury.
Damn.
He was driving to the hole, and he had a bad
landed wrong.
Yep, and he is going to the locker room.
Might be a hyper. Well, hopefully he's okay.
But I do agree with you, Neil, that I do think you got to put them in finals favorites because, like Nate was saying, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard are both averaging 17. Jaylen Brown's going crazy this year.
Vucevic, Kata, they all. Shireman,
the Pistons, one of their starters just got injured now. You got to take that account a little bit. Yeah.
So let me bring this to y'all, and I've even heard this also as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that and I've heard this, and I don't know what to think about this, but I want to bring this to y'all. Do y'all think that Tatum came back because he's jealous that Jaylen Brown is doing well with the Celtics?
No. He wants to play, bro, and he knows his team's got a chance to win a championship.
Players against players when they're stars. Yeah. I'm not buying the false media.
If I'm Tatum coming back off an injury and I see my team doing well, I know I'm not coming back being the number one option.
You're another piece. You're another piece to the puzzle. That's all you are.
Yeah. Right now, I know this is Jaylen Brown's team. You feel me?
Right.
Like, all I gotta do is and contribute a little bit.
No matter the sport, you hear it all the time when guys are injured, right? Like when their teams are doing good, it's not that they're hating, or even when they're suffering, even, right? It's damn, I hate that I can't be out there to help my team.
Yeah, it's killing him. I mean, you watch him on the sidelines, he's just twiddling his thumbs. I mean, this is an all-NBA player. You don't think he wants to get out there and play with his guys and try to win a championship? Like, he knows that they need him because what's going to happen in the playoffs is the defense is going to key in on Brown and say, all right, all you other dudes beat us. And maybe some days they might and some days they won't. With Tatum, you got a legit all-NBA player. And the thing about Tatum, people have to understand, Tatum's not a demander of the ball. He plays within the offense. He can rebound.
Yeah.
He can get you dishes. He can play defense. I mean, he fits like a square peg in a round hole. Like he really does. He's not a guy who's going to quote unquote fuck it up coming back. You know,
like a square head in a round hole. Is that what he just said? Wait,
square peg in a round hole. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But also, so I am not an athlete, right? I am a proud dad. But I had an ACL injury. My whole point is I pushed myself to recover faster than the doctors had the program. These athletes, if you want to push yourself to make you can do it. You can. We've heard it before,
freaks of
right?
nature.
You can beat your.
So they're getting paid millions of dollars.
You can
Just
beat
the medicine behind the science behind medicine right now is so crazy too. So
Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich, you sound like a Henry Ford commercial. I might not grab rebounds like them, but I can sure go through the hole.
But the reality is that I would expect Tatum to really push it hard when we get to the playoffs. I think he's going to just treat this as training camp for 20 days, get good reps in, play some competition. And honestly, hey, man, if he feels like it's all a mental game. If he doesn't feel like he's all there, he'll pull himself out. I promise you, because he knows that he's got a long career ahead of himself, you know. But if he's good to go, he's just going to play within the system. Again, he's not a guy who's needing to take over the game. You know, he just fits and helps out Jaylen Brown and fits with what the offense is doing. So I like Rich said, I think it's a good situation he's coming into right now with these last 20 games. Treat him like training camp, ramp up. And then by the first play, he probably won't feel himself probably till second round of the playoffs if they get that far.
Damn, Nate, I agree with you. You agree with me. Holy shit, we must have a full moon.
See, and people don't realize how much like him and Brown has went through the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs multiple times. So
he's been in the playoffs every year.
Literally.
The finals twice.
And their bodies is like crazy. So it's got a lot of wear and tear. Even with how young they are, they still got a lot of wear and tear in their bodies because of they going to the finals, going to the Eastern finals that many years and stuff like that. So it's still wear and tear with them. They're kind of like old in a NBA terms.
They got experience for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, like, when all these NBA teams are ramping up more of a sprint, he's gonna have to do a marathon because he can't sprint right off the gate. He's got to do a marathon. He's got to treat these 20 games like a training camp, ramping up just like he's been doing to get back in the game. And then by playoffs, then you turn it up another notch.
Hey, y'all want to know a crazy stat that I'm just looking at right now? I'm watching this Pistons-Spurs game. Out of the top 5 defended field goal percentage, you got Holmgren, Jaren Jackson, and Wembanyama. You know, there's 2 guards in there as well with them 3. Derek White, Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
I just think that, I mean, you know, kinds of go, well, we're talking about the Celtics, right? Derek White, like.
And they're both tall guards, which means that they get a lot more blocks. Derek White actually leads the NBA blocks with guards.
Yeah.
They're well rounded on both ends.
You know what I mean? You got 3 centers and 2 guards.
Yeah.
Expected. Get into this next topic. Appreciate everybody that's watching, man. Hit that like button and also make sure y'all subscribe to Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. Appreciate that. Next topic. Marcus, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
You know, you brought this up. The T-Wolves, man. T-Wolves the underdogs in the West.
I guess you can call them underdogs if you want, because everybody talks about the Spurs and the Thunder, but
they definitely are, man. They don't get the respect.
With Anthony Edwards, what he's doing this year, McDaniels, I think I said that right. He's playing well. Julius Randle, I'm not a big fan of him, but he's at least going to give you 18. I still think he's garbage.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. I know Julius Randle was bad. You know?
I mean, he's not the greatest scorer in the world, but he gets you numbers.
He got the Knicks their first playoff win.
Yeah, but then what did he do after?
So give him some credit. I was there in Cleveland when he did it. So go ahead.
Yeah.
And I was rooting for him.
But
Fuck
you
Cleveland.
feel me? I think they don't get enough credit in the way Anthony Edwards is playing this year and hitting the big shots when it matters over double teams, triple teams. It doesn't matter what you're sending at him.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been to the Western Conference Finals back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
They have the experience. The team's not much different. I just wish they'd add one more, either a point guard that could pass the ball or another scorer to help out Edwards. But I think they can make some noise in the playoffs, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
Give them the right matchups, and they can make it right back to the Western Conference Finals.
You think they can challenge the Thunder?
I don't know about the Thunder.
No.
Spurs, they can. They can challenge the
Definitely
Spurs.
the Spurs, but the Thunder, Thunder's on a different level right now.
Yeah.
Nate.
Yeah, I agree with Marcus. I mean, people have not given the respect to Minnesota. They've had a quietly a really good year. Anthony Edwards is a beast. Probably would be in MVP talks if we didn't have Wemby and Cade and all these other guys, Joker dominating. I mean, Anthony Edwards would be up there in the MVP talks himself. And, you look at the matchups, like the only team I don't think they can beat is the Thunder because of the Thunder's perennial shooting. I don't know if Minnesota has enough offense to compete with the Thunder.
True.
But if you look at like a Denver, absolutely they can compete with Denver because Gobert is still a beast inside.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten shorter. And he will give Jokic fits like inside. Like those series are always 7-game, 6-game series. And then when you look at San Antonio, who doesn't know Wemby better than Rudy Gobert? Like that was his protege,
True.
Back in the day. And I think that Minnesota has literally the only guy in the NBA that could literally probably play Wemby one-on-one without having to double team him and then putting all the other guys in their shooters. And who the hell is going to stop Anthony Edwards?
No one.
Exactly.
No one right now.
Exactly.
I don't know. I kind of disagree with that.
Who's going to stop Anthony Edwards?
Castle give him a run for his money, man.
Castle, okay, here's the thing. Castle's a good defender. There's no doubt. I'll give him his props.
Yes.
But he fouls a lot, and he gets in foul trouble quickly in games. So he takes himself out of the game easily. Against Ant Edwards, he would get his stuff taken at him quick because Ant Edwards would get him in foul trouble just by his jump shot, the mid-range, the way he's so smooth to the basket. Like Castle still needs some years to learn not to foul so much.
He's so smooth, Rich. So smooth.
Oh, yeah.
But see, that's the thing I have. You mentioned Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the same energy with Gobert in the playoffs that we have with Harden, right? Gobert got to show me something. He disappears in the playoffs. It's like he damn forgets how to play basketball.
I can agree with that. The past couple playoffs.
Yeah, he is a bit as engaged, yeah.
Yeah.
But he would get up for a guy like Wemby. I promise you
have to take him off the court at the end of the game because he can't hit his free throws.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
But the thing is, I think Minnesota, if you can neutralize a guy like Wemby, you don't have to score. You don't need a lot of scoring from him from the offensive side. You need more of his defense and his length. And that's where I think that he would be able to match up with Wemby. And I'm telling you right now, in the playoffs, if you can neutralize Wemby, you're pretty much going to win the series.
Minnesota got some defenders, too, that can match up with guards, too. Don't sleep on
KJ Daniels.
Anthony Edwards can play defense, too. There's a couple. Minnesota has some defenders. They're just missing one more player, in my opinion.
So, Rich, same question, man. Archie, where's the underdog in the West?
I mean, yeah, because y'all mentioned Nuggets and the Thunder. The Thunder and the Spurs, but the Nuggets too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the Thunder are really the gosh damn it. The T-Wolves are the fourth team.
Gosh dang it.
Behind the Spurs, or behind the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Nuggets. And I would actually put the Nuggets above Spurs. Spurs haven't showed us nothing, right, when it comes to playoffs. Playoffs are everything. I don't give a damn what you do in the regular season. But that's what people say, right? But like I don't trust Gobert in the playoffs. Randall, he's either hot or cold. McDaniels is a good defender.
And he
He's
can
a
shoot
really
the
good
three.
defender and he can
Mhm.
shoot the three. But like, who is that consistent scorer? To me, and I'm a Pistons fan, they got the same problem. They got the same problem the Pistons do. They
Shooting.
don't got a consistent scorer. I mean, yeah, we got like Duran, but I'm talking like
I mean, DiVincenzo is a pretty good guy. He can when he gets hot, he gets hot. Like I like
when he gets hot, he
DiVincenzo.
gets hot. But like, is that
Yeah.
someone you are comfortable with if Anthony Edwards is getting double teamed?
And that you just answered my question right there. They need that one more piece if they want to make
Yeah.
a run to the finals. They need to either get a solid second scorer
Mhm.
or
Another
a-
shooter, just another
shooter.
knockdown shooter. Yeah.
or I mean a great point guard that can dish it to everybody, because I don't even know who is Minnesota's actual point guard right now.
Actually, you bringing that up. The guy that they traded for, Ayo Dosunmu, he's actually in Bones Highland. Actually, they have him on the team. Both of those guys, kind of in platoon,
Oh,
they've been able to play
him.
well. Yeah,
I
Okay.
forgot about him.
they've been playing pretty well at the point guard position since Conley's there too. If they need Conley, he's more of a mentor.
Is the sumo playing well? I forgot all about.
I mean, when I watch Minnesota play, Dosunmu has impressed me because I've always been a fan of Dosunmu. His speed, his size, the way he gets to the basket, he's got a lot of game. I just think he was in a bad fit with the Bulls.
And he can defend a little too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so
I think
all about that. That's a good point, Nate. I forgot all about that.
I think if Minnesota's going to make a run, defense is going to be their calling card.
Yes.
They're not gonna shoot lights out at every game. They're gonna have to shut you down.
So would it be fair, guys, panel, that for this team to make a run, Dosunmu's got to play A+ ball or A ball?
Yeah, he's got to be a distributor. He's got to be a guard that can score.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
That whole team's going to have to be on point. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Same question.
I can't necessarily. I can't say that they're underdogs because they've been to the Western Finals 2 years in a row. So I can't really say that they're underdogs.
Maybe this season they are because nobody's talking about them.
They're just forgotten about like how the Spurs were with Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, because the Spurs, Denver, Oklahoma City, even the Rockets are talked amongst the best in the West. You don't even talk about Minnesota, really.
Yeah. But it's just like y'all was saying, I just don't see them getting too far without a point guard. Like I just do not see it. I think they have scores. They just gotta just unleash them. I think you got Nas Reed off the bench.
Yes.
You got a guy that hasn't played much, and I think he's a scorer in Terrence Shannon. I think he can ball. He can be that extra scorer to me.
They got some young guys that for sure.
Yeah. Not only just, DiVincenzo, but I think Terrence Shannon, if you give him a chance, he can score. Nas, like I said, Nas Reed coming off the bench. But it's just, I think the inconsistency of Randall and Gobert is really what's going to cost this team. Because you definitely have to have another score in case, because Ed go get tired because he wastes a lot of energy. He goes both ways on the floor, plays defense. And that's what kind of just was the downfall, especially against Dallas. He was trying to guard Kyrie instead of, his game, and he just couldn't do it because he got too tired.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the big thing for Anthony Edwards if he going to get tired and waste a lot of energy.
I also think, too, like when you talk about Julius Randle, if you look at the top three teams, the Spurs, Oklahoma City, and Denver, they don't have one guy. Maybe Denver with Aaron Gordon if he comes back. But nobody really can guard Randle.
You're
he's
right.
he's a bull in a china shop. Like he puts his head down, takes to the rim, and he's either going to get fouled or he's going to make the shot or turn the ball over. I mean,
And if he has his jumper too, he's
yeah. Who's going to stop that?
So speaking of Denver, I'm only. So you brought up Denver, and this is going to answer, I think, 2 pods ago. Remember we were talking about it was actually Minnesota. So this all goes together. We were talking about them. Remember I was saying about need a fringe guy, a guy who hasn't really like broke out yet, but it could. Peyton Watson. He's kind of buried in Denver because they have other guys. I think, and he's going to be a free agent, y'all.
I don't think he's buried in Denver. He's just been injured.
Yeah, he can't. He
just been injured.
Well, I mean, you got Jokic, obviously, duh. You got Murray, obviously, duh. You got Cam Johnson, who they traded for. Like, and they got Tim Hardaway. So, like, if he goes to a team where he could really be like a 2-3 guy, I think he could be that fringe player I was talking about.
It's possible.
Because he's a good player.
Yeah.
I just that all kind of just mixed in. That's why I just brought it up.
So just like I was saying about with Randall, I think that he provides a mismatch for almost those top 3 teams. No one has that kind of body to guard that kind of guy. So when he's on, he's on. But also too, for the Wolves to get back to the Western Conference Finals, and Edwards is gonna take it up another notch.
Yes.
He's gonna have to have a Jordan-esque or Dwayne Wade type of run. Like he's gonna have to literally put them on their back and say, "Hey, I'll get you the 40, but you guys got to come up with the other 40 or 50 points so we can win this game." Like I really think he could do it too.
Yeah,
he's that good.
Definitely type player that can get it done. Yeah. I mean, he's almost averaging 30 points this year. But now I think he's
crazy. It doesn't look like he's trying, man. That's how good he is. It's crazy.
So it could be like this, Nate. You got to get 35 to 40, but then I need you to hold the other team's best player. I at least need you, maybe not hold him, but like make him work.
Yeah, that's why you got KJ Daniels.
You're going to spend a lot of energy, obviously, but we've seen it, right? Kobe's done it. Jordan's done. Like, there's been some studs that have done it.
Yeah,
but and I'm not saying Ant's in that level of them two defensively, but he's very capable. So he's
not afraid of locking down the best guy. He's not afraid of going one-on-one with him.
Right, exactly. So you're going to have to go get your 35 to 40 and then, like, make the other best team's best player. If they're a perimeter player, you're going to have to make them work.
Like I said, like, defense is going to be the catalyst, man.
So, I've always said this, right? Like, 30 points on 20 shots compared to 30 shots. If you get 30 on 30 shots, I won. If you get 30 on 15 to 20 shots, fuck, I lost. Does that make sense?
You're talking about efficiency?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm making you work for them points.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
you're literally scoring a bucket for a point.
Yeah. So, make them work for it, man. Like, make it hard. That's what you can do, but, if you're giving up 30 and the other team, the guy's only, shooting 15 to 20 times, you fucking lost that matchup.
Yeah.
But if he's taking 30 plus shots, fuck, you won it.
They provide a lot of mismatches for the top 3 teams because nobody really can handle N. Edwards. Nobody really can handle Julius Randle. And nobody, when Gobert's on, nobody really can handle Gobert inside. He's such a massive man. Wemby's probably the closest thing to it.
Even if you shoot 50%, well, we use the number 30, right? 15 to 30. I still feel I won because I made you take 30 fucking shots. Like, I made you fucking work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all agree?
Yeah.
See, but with a team,
50%, it took you 30 shots and you had to make half of those. You had to work.
See, but with a team like Denver, they got many ways to score with different players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and they got a good center coming off the bench in Valanciunas. So, just saying.
Denver, when they're fully healthy, they're a good team. They're a really good team.
Especially
Steve,
if Cam
start with you, man.
stays healthy.
What you say, Rich? I couldn't hear you.
I said, especially if Cam Johnson stays healthy.
Yeah. He's a big piece of what they need to do.
Because Jamal Murray has always been like that. He hasn't like really got the accolades, but we've all seen him perform in big moments, right?
He's a straight dude,
Like,
man. Straight dude.
Playoffs, like, and this year, like, he's like really putting together, like, he is really taking that next level. Like, Jamal
Made his
Murray,
first All-Star this year.
Jamal Murray to me is one of those underrated players.
Yeah, he held it together while Jokic was hurt.
Yeah.
Made his first All-Star team this year.
Very good player.
All right, let's talk about a good player, a rookie that's came back from. He's been out 8 weeks.
Mhm.
Steve, man, Cooper Flag made his return tonight, man. What are you looking for? And do you think he can still win the Rookie of the Year award?
If he can have a good, if he can have a good game and average a double, then he got a chance in being a Rookie of the Year. It just depends on what It's gonna be pretty much him and Knipple.
Yeah,
but he just gotta get a double. If he can get 20-something points, 10, 11 rebounds, he got a shot at being the Rookie of the Year. But he just got to go back to what he was. He can't let the injury, hamper him and mess his mind up. So that's the big thing with Cooper Flag. And he just got to go back to where he was doing. That's my thing.
Nate.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what Bree was saying, not to rush it back, take your time, embrace, coming back and being healthy again, but understanding that in the snap of a finger, your season could be over with, or, you could be hurt again. So, be smart what you're doing. Maybe not play as reckless as maybe you were playing before because you're a young guy and, young guys feel like they're invincible in the game until it humbles them when they get hurt. It's interesting because I was listening to talk radio earlier and they were talking about the debate between Flag and Knuppel. And somebody brought up the point that maybe Knuppel should be the Rookie of the Year. And their argument was that Knuppel's been healthy. He hasn't missed a game all year. And Cooper Flag's already missed 9 games. And again, your best ability is availability. And if Knuppel's been playing all year and his numbers are just on par with Cooper, I think they got a point. And his team's better. I mean, you usually don't get Rookie of the Year and your team's like complete ass. Usually it's like similar. They're okay, but I kind of agree with what they were saying. I think Knuppel has a really good chance if his team gets into the playoffs and he continues to play well and he stays healthy. I think there's an argument for him to be Rookie of the Year. What do y'all think?
I agree. There's definitely an argument to be made. I just want to point out Cooper Flag has 15 points tonight right now on 6 of 17 shooting.
Damn,
Yes,
17 shots. There's a Rich's point right there. 17 shots.
He actually has the most shot attempts on his team right now, which I'm not mad about. Go ahead and get your fill back into it.
He sucks, bro. I mean, you're trying to do what you can. You're trying to be Superman,
Mm-hmm. And I think that could also take a case to why he's been hurt. He's also trying to will a team into, well, I'm not sure if he's trying to will it, but he's doing whatever he can to try to win some games in a happy environment right now where Knuppel gets to kind of just like we talked about before. They got Miles Bridges, they got Brandon Miller, they got LaMelo, so Knuppel doesn't really have to try to carry so much to load. But I'm glad Cooper Flag's back tonight because
I am too. Yeah.
He's definitely made the great transition into the NBA. I actually like his NBA play more than his college play, me personally.
Yeah.
But the debate, I can't pick one. I told you guys that before. I'm 50-50 still on who's winning rookie of the year because it can go either way. But like Nate said, it normally goes to the team with the best record. So I'd have to give it to Knuppel because.
And he's breaking records too, dude. Like he's broke Steph Curry's record, which, as good as Steph Curry is, for him to even break that record, that's freaking impressive, man.
Oh yeah, no, he's destined to do great things shooting if he keeps this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 of 17, like Nate said, that proves my point, right? Like I'm winning if I'm the defender. Also, so Knuppel, I think right now, I think it's his award to lose. Right? So it's he's breaking records. It's been mentioned by the guys that have preceded or been before me. Said they're a playoff team or playoff win. Contending team. And also, I can say this, right or wrong, right? Bridges was mentioned. LaMelo was mentioned. Brandon Miller was mentioned, correct? All three of them have been on this team previously. Knuppel has not. So now he's on the team, and they're in playoff contention.
LaMelo's healthy this year too. That's helped out.
That is true.
LaMelo's been injury prone a lot.
That is true, but like,
He's giving him a scoring punch. That's what you're trying to say. He's
I
agree.
Rich. I agree.
If I take Knuppel off that team, are they where they are?
I don't know. Brandon Miller is taking a step forward too.
Brandon Miller has also been injured this year.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree with the new breed down there. God, I need to start remembering names. I'm getting bad at this. But I agree with what he said. It'd be the same. I think they might lose like a couple points here or there, but LaMelo gonna hit a couple threes to help out because he gonna go trigger happy. Nate said, Brandon Miller has really been stepping up his play, and Miles Bridges, when he's not drinking lean, he's great.
Adding Diabate too at center helps. He's been playing well.
Hey, remind me, where did Diabate go to college?
That cheating school.
But I think the reason why I say Diabate is because before Diabate, they didn't really have a rim protector, and they've been needing a rim protector for the longest time. Hell, Jordan could never draft a guy who could protect the rim, and then once he leaves, they finally get a rim protector. So, that's important because I think the Hornets always had a pretty good squad, but they never could defend the rim. So it was always back and forth with each other.
See, hey Nate, I gotta disagree with you on that one because they had rim protectors. They let them go within Nick Richards and Mark Williams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think it's also about fit too. Those guys maybe didn't fit that mold.
Yeah. Now, let me ask this question. Let's say if Cooper Flag picks it up and keeps playing the way that he played, would it be a change in Cooper, or would y'all have an issue with it being like Cole Rookie of the Year?
Nah,
they'll give it to one. They'll give it to one.
I could agree with Cole, like they did with Jason Kidd and Grant Hill, but I can't just. Khan would really have to go on so Khan would have to.
I think Khan's the favorite right now. I don't know what the betting are saying.
Would have to get Dallas into the playoffs. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, or score like 40 points a night.
But I see what you're saying though too. If Cooper goes on a run of dropping 35 the next
He's the MVP. He's the MVP.
20 games, then win or loss, you you got to put respect on his Rookie of the Year run. So I wouldn't.
That's where he got hurt. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad for the Co either because they both deserve it. And this would be
really
one time 2 men are well deserved.
So I agree. So that's a good point too, right? Because in fairness, Khan has help. Cooper really does not, right?
They're all hurt right now.
Kyrie's injured.
Yeah.
You know,
They're pretty much
coming
tanking.
back. Anthony Davis is gone.
PJ Washington and Najee Marshall. I mean,
Yeah,
but like,
that's
but
about
the
it.
Jags.
Yeah.
Ryan Nimhart.
And Nimhart can play. I like Nimhart.
Yeah.
But you know, pretty much that is Flag's team. So
Yeah.
he is in a position as a rookie that other rookies are not currently. Am I right?
You're right. He's in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Once they
They
traded
could
Davis,
possibly get them both, or both these guys could possibly get both their teams within the play-in fighting for a playoff spot.
if that happened, then you'd have an argument for Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
But Dallas is too far out, man. I don't think
Yeah.
Dallas will. Yeah.
I think at
Maybe-
the end of the day, since the playoff run, Khan's gonna get it. But if
Yeah.
Coop goes on a crazy run at the end of the year, I wouldn't be mad with a Co.
It's really what you value. If you value like electric scoring, then you go Cooper. If you value wins, you're gonna go Khan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really what the voters will choose between those
But
two
see,
options.
In the overall scheme of things, they are two different players, right? Khan is more of a score/shooter, right? Where Cooper is more in the realms of
Does
like
it all.
Scottie Pippen, right? Does
it
a little
all.
bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Plays a little defense, steals, blocks, scores, rebounds, assists. You know what I mean? They're like they're two different players. That's why I think, you know, in the long run for Dallas to be a contender, they are going to need like a number one scorer, like a Kyrie, but Kyrie's getting older, right? But they're
Well, I think he can be the number one scorer. They need more
help.
help. He needs more help. Yeah, he needs more help.
Because Cooper, can we all agree, he's not like a pure scorer.
He's a scorer,
He's
dude.
a pure
he
scorer.
can be.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he
he's
can
got to
put the
develop
ball
it a
in
little bit more. I think give him 2 more years, and then especially with Kyrie getting healthy, you're gonna see a pure scorer because he was doing.
I
I
think-
think more like a LeBron James, and I love LeBron. I'm all LeBron. I am team LeBron.
He's already got a better shot than LeBron. I'll say that.
I don't consider LeBron a pure scorer, and I think LeBron's better than Jordan. I'm just telling you where I'm at.
Yeah, Cooper, he's only 19, 20 years old, right? Am I
But I don't-
mistaken?
But
Yeah.
I don't consider LeBron a pure scorer.
I mean, Cooper's already a number one option. It's now who you're going to surround him with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is the guy. Everything falls along with Cooper. Look at the losses they've had. Like, since Cooper was hurt, they probably didn't even win a game this whole time. Like, Cooper is the guy. It's just now who you're going to surround him with that's going to make him even better.
So in a year, he averaged at 20 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 4.1 assists at 48.2 field goals.
And he's a high defender, too. He's a very good defender, too.
Sounds like he's shooting good from the field too. You said 48.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's a scorer.
You got his 3-pointer by chance?
Probably like 30 something. He's probably seen like 30.
I took it down.
He wasn't a big 3-point shooter in Duke.
30%.
That's at the 30%.
What is it?
I can live with that because, like you said, he wasn't a big 3-point shooter in Duke either. But he
And it's his first year.
He'll,
He'll get better at shooting it.
yeah, if you leave him open, he gonna knock it down though.
Exactly.
All right. Nate, you alluded to it, so I'm gonna let Rich start with it though. NBA, man, do they have a tanking problem? And if they do, Rich, what is the way they can change and stop teams from tanking?
I mean, yeah, it's obviously a problem. I mean, like I've heard some ideas, you can punish them, you can do, but I mean, let's be honest, guys. lottery, is that really a solver either? Because there's plenty of situations where like they shouldn't have got like Dallas. They shouldn't have got Cooper. Cleveland with LeBron. I mean, we can go on and on, right, with guys that they shouldn't have really had the number one pick. So there's already speculation that shit's rigged.
Spurs to Wemby. That's a big one right there.
Yeah, that one too. I mean, there's Detroit. How many years did we have the worst record, and we got one first round pick or overall, and that was Cade.
Yeah,
Like the rest were like fifth.
See, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that. I kind of like the whole idea of the lottery in the first pick being randomized in a sense, because then you kind of take away from, all right, well, if I just keep losing and I have the worst record, then I'm definitely getting the number one pick or the second pick, or if you go off of losing records, I just got to be in the top 3 of losses to get a top 3 pick. I think they should do a better job at randomizing the teams or something, because there is definitely a tanking problem, but I like the whole draft lottery being random.
It creates parity for sure.
Nate, your thoughts?
I want to see it.
So I agree with what Marcus said about the lottery. I think that it does create parity. It does give other teams, like smaller franchises, chances to get better quickly. Because the reality is, with today's NBA, you have to draft and develop, because these second aprons and first aprons are killing trades, because teams cannot afford to go over those second aprons because the luxury tax is through the roof. So they're forcing, the NBA is forcing teams to draft and develop their players, which I'm okay with. It makes college basketball better. It makes the NBA better. It makes a better product because you're doing it homegrown. Now, what I would do is I would get rid of the lottery. However, what I would do is I would do what the NFL does. The worst team gets the number one pick, and so on and so on. The reality is you're not going to kill tanking. Tanking is always going to happen. But I think if you go like the worst team will get the number one pick, because let's be real, most of the teams that suck are always at the top. So, the reality is that you're giving them the chance to get a franchise player.
Okay.
If they suck that year. I don't like this whole lottery system now with the balls and all that. I want to get rid of that shit and just basically be like the NFL. The worst team gets the number one pick and so on. So basically you're playing for your position. And if you want to tank and you want to get a higher position, cool. NFL does that all the time. We see NFL teams that just sit out half their fucking team and then don't care about winning at the end. Or we see teams that are terrible and they win. So it just doesn't matter. But you're never going to get rid of tanking completely. But that's what I would do. I would just do it like the NFL does. I think it would be cleaner.
Okay, I can see that. I can get along with that for the most part. I really don't have nothing to really argue about that, because you're not going to get rid of the tanking problem regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to sit out. And I think at the end of the day, sooner or later, they're going to quit caring about the awards. If they want to sit out, they're going to sit out. MVP matters.
Yeah, they're going to do what they want to do. Exactly.
So might as well just give it to the worst team, therefore, and then maybe they won't be the worst team anymore with the first and second pick.
And then also, too, ask yourself this question. If you're the worst team in the NBA, you deserve the number one pick.
Yes. And
we have not seen that lately. You mentioned Wembanyama. The Spurs were like fifth odds to get Wembanyama. I don't know who was Rich said somebody else. I forgot who it was. But anyway,
Detroit had lowest record in the league, and had like what?
Yeah. The Knicks. I think the Knicks 1 year, the RJ Barrett and the Zion trade, they had second best odds, and they got the third. If you're the worst team, you deserve the number one player, because you need to build your franchise with somebody good.
You need a franchise player, and you got to get that in the top of the draft more than likely.
And sometimes only the number one guy that's really going to be that superstar guy. This draft might be different. You might have some good star players from 1 to 5 or 10 in some aspects, but majority of these NBA drafts are shit. And so it's really one or two that you're really going to get a superstar player. And the worst team should have that option, period.
Steve, your thoughts?
Honestly, I could really care less about this tanking thing, to be honest. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, just because you got the worst record don't mean you're going to get the number one pick anyway. You know, like I was saying, I mean, with the Pistons, they had the worst record and still didn't get the first pick.
But that's my point. That's what I'm saying, that it should be that way where you do get the number one pick, you know, because that's the only reward you can give a bad team is giving the number one pick, you know, just like the NFL. I mean, hell, look at the Bears. The Bears were trash, and then they hit the jackpot with Caleb Williams.
Did they really?
No, I'm just saying. Okay, I know. Fuck the Bears, but anyways,
Hey,
I'm just giving an example. Like, it changed their whole franchise around. Like, when you suck that bad and you land a number one player like that, look at the Bills with Josh Allen. There's a better example.
There you go.
They were ass, and then Josh Allen came to the team, and now look at them. They're always in the playoffs. That's what the NBA needs to do. Reward the worst teams with the best player and so on, and then you'll see a better product, because it's not fair with the lottery. Fuck the lottery. Half the time we play the lottery, we don't win, right?
Right, Steve.
They don't want us to win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some weird ass motherfucker wins the $1 million pot or whatever, or somebody rich wins it. Who saw that shit happening? You know.
Go ahead, Steve. As you finish.
But like I said, man, it's not even gonna matter. I mean, I could really care less. I mean, the NBA could do whatever they want to do. I mean, if you give it to the worst team, they probably gonna think, well, they're gonna keep trying to just be the worst team on purpose just to get drafted.
That's fine. Yeah, they'll be up there every year, you know.
So it's always gonna be something to where they're taking or they're losing on purpose, anything like that. But to me, it is what it is. If they do it by lottery, you know, it is what it is. But I could really care less about it.
You know what I would like to see happen. It won't happen, but if you're going, like, because the thing of tanking for me is more the fans, like the people that get to go watch, like Steve, you go to the games every time because you're a holder, okay?
Yeah.
But a lot of people like me, I'm not a holder, so I'm maybe go to one game a year, if that.
Yeah.
And if I go to one fucking game a year and there's nobody playing, I just threw a bunch of money away. You know, yeah, the optics look good. It's still basketball, but I want to see the best players, you know, because I'm playing my hard-earned money.
Exactly.
And so I would like to see that if you know that these guys are all going to sit out, like I think Oklahoma City's had their whole roster out one game, like give a discount to the fans at least. Yeah. You know, like you don't pay high dollar for watching a bunch of scrubs. You know, like seriously, like if the whole damn team's out, you don't pay high dollar for the ticket. Like maybe you cut them in half off on the ticket, you know, like it's so sad.
Some free food, because the prices be killing.
Or get some of these athletes to do signings for these fans, so they won't feel bad.
Yeah.
You know,
You heard?
Where you going with that one? I know you're going with that one, Tatum.
I came to see SGA. He ain't playing. Damn. Is he going? Is he still here? Did he come?
Can he sign?
Did he travel?
Yeah. I just feel bad for the fans because most fans are not as intuitive as we are about basketball. So they just know they're going to the game. And then when they find out all these motherfuckers aren't playing, it's like, damn. Maybe I should have thought before I bought these tickets, you know, and they're good tickets usually, you know.
That's
so
why I just feel the best seats in the house. The couch.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the fans, man. That's
Geeks think we having the deals. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just sharing.
What the fuck do you say?
I think Geeks think we having a deal. Very cool. All right, last topic of the day. Now you want to talk about? I ain't got no speech impediment. Anyway,
What's on phonics, man? I'll send you one.
Didn't work for me. Didn't work for me. MVP
Clearly, it didn't.
Right now, man. MVP race right now, man. Steve, man, who you got, man? Who right now you guys are MVP?
Come on, man. Come on now. I got SGA. I still got SGA.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Nate, you agree?
I do agree with SGA, but I will throw one caveat out there. Jaylen Brown is getting really, really louder because the fact is that they're the number 2 seed. Yes, they're getting Tatum back, but the fact that he got them to the number 2 seed and held them above water, held them more than above water with a bunch of scrubs, that is MVP. That's an MVP definition right there. Like, no disrespect to Cade. Cade has an all-star in Jared Duren. Who's the all-star on the Boston Celtics? Nobody. There's no all-star this year. That's an easy answer. So,
You got the
Jaylen
sixth
Brown's
man of the
doing
year.
everything.
They got the 6th man of the year. I'm just playing.
But he's not an
Mark
all-star.
Cuban.
Put some respect
He's
in
not
the
an
stars
all-star.
name.
Yeah, preacher. Well,
Yeah. But Jalen Durham is better than all the Boston second unit outside of Tatum. We can all agree on that. So that's my point. So I mean, if Cade was doing it out Durham, then I say Cade. But what Jaylen Brown's doing by himself, literally on both sides of the ball, like he's got really strong consideration. But it's going to be SGA, dude. The guy's a walking bucket. You know, he does it on both sides. He scores 30 in his sleep. Like he's that good.
Marcus and then Rich.
You see, it's gonna be SGA, but I do like what Nate said. Jaylen Brown's definitely got to be in the talk right now for what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Cade's doing. I hope he can win it too. I'm not gonna lie. I like his play, how he's carrying Detroit. Like he's really the motor behind
Sure.
the engine.
Last couple games have been Durham. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but he taking a little step back to finish strong. All right, he got to gear up.
Don't take a step back when I come see you in Cleveland. You feel me?
about that.
My dude only dropped 8 points. I was like, I'm waiting for it. Like, come on, it's K about to take over. Nope.
Hey, even if he don't win MVP, he could always win Most Improved.
I think that's Duren.
Oh, for sure. But it's definitely SGA for sure. The man's a walking bucket, like Nate said. Defense, offense. There's no doubt. Don't talk to me about the Joker. I am tired of seeing him in the talk sport.
He still puts up body numbers.
The way I look at it is it eventually becomes like LeBron and Jordan. Them eventually, I get tired of seeing you at the top. I'm giving it to somebody else.
No, that's fair. I agree. I will say.
Go ahead, Nate.
I will say this about Cade. Like, I like Cade's game, but we can all agree Cade's game is not dominant. You know, like it's more of a facilitator type, and he gets buckets when he needs to get buckets. But he doesn't have an Ant Edwards kind of game that he can take over a game. You know, like
I agree.
He's more the facilitator than he's kind of playing the Magic Johnson role rather than the Jordan role. You know,
How do you call him Magic?
SGA. I'm just using superlatives as far as dominant guys. SGA will dominate you. If his team's not doing nothing, he will take all the buckets in the world and figure it out. And Edwards will do the same. Cade is going to get the best players in the best positions. And if he needs to take over a game, he will, like that next game he did where he scored 40. But again, how many of those games he had this season? Not a lot. I mean, I would argue Jaylen Brown's probably had more significant dominant games than Cade has. You know, and so, again, I'm not knocking Cade. I think Cade's a great player. He just doesn't have a dominant game. Like, when you watch him play in live, he's like, oh, yeah, Cade made that great pass. Or, oh, Cade made that great block. Or, oh, Cade made that midi. You know, like, he's going to get everybody in position to where if you talk about, like, Ant, Jaylen Brown, SGA, those are dogs, right? Those are dogs. Like eat or be eaten. Like, literally. Like, that's a Kobe mentality. Like, Kobe didn't give a fuck. Like, if you can't make the shot, I'll take the shot with 4 guys on me.
To be MVP,
You know?
you gotta be able to take over the game at any point in time, whenever you want.
Exactly.
Whenever you want.
Exactly.
Rich, you there?
Dude, I think he's passed out, man.
Yeah, man. I got Cade Cunningham, man. You know, wait, no, I'm just playing.
Damn.
Can I tell you a secret?
Tell me how you really feel.
Shout out to Rich. I don't know what he's doing, but
getting kidnapped.
sure. I appreciate everybody that came out and watched, man. We got a lot of likes. Appreciate y'all, man. Do us a favor, like I said, man. Please hit that subscribe button, Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. And make sure y'all subscribe to everyone's channel here. Steve, let them know where they can subscribe at, man. Your channel.
New Breed 313 Sports, 313 The New Breed Real Talk.
Yes, sir. Marcus, let them know where they can find you at, my brother.
Stat Junkies podcast on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes, sir. Nate the Great, let them know where they can find you at.
One Ass Chica 3 Toes YouTube page for Lions football, and here on the Fan Report with Neil talking some Nick basketball.
Yes, sir. Rich, they can find you at. You can find me on X at Riggs9228. Good shit, Rich. Good shit. Y'all know who I am. I'm the host of the most man. Your boy Bennett. I'm right here, Detroit Fan Report, man. Monday every Thursday, right here. And we nightly show with the crew. Appreciate everybody that came out and watched, man. Y'all have a great night. That's it. We out. Peace.